Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Good to see you. How are you? I hope you're well. Start of a brand new week. Here we are. I hope you had a brilliant weekend, whatever you got up to. I hope it was good. I hope it was fun, and I hope you are ready for a jam-packed week here at Crafters TV. A week full of brand new launches, all your favourite shows, loads of your favourite people. I mean, it's going to be an absolute cracker. Today, 3 shows for you. Monday Makers, of course, a little bit later on tonight, live at 5, featuring the Coastal Collection. We have got the Weekly Wonder as well at 2 o'clock. But what I will say about the Weekly Wonder is that you will have learned from last week that new launches are selling out very, very quickly indeed. And our new launch that we've got today, we're obviously previewing here on Wake Up Call. Chances are you'll be wondering about the Weekly Wonder, wondering where it went. Because I'm thinking it's going to be selling out. Potentially could go in this show again. That's how busy we've been recently. Certainly, once we get to the Weekly Wonder show, we're going to be talking about 80%, limited stocks, all that kind of stuff. So, if you know you want today's launch, which are the beautiful, intricate fall dies, get in this show. Options available for you wherever you're shopping today. Everything is live, I believe, which is marvellous. So you can get in super duper nice and early, shop the day for all of the deals, but shop before these deals drop. Now, we'll say a few hellos in just a few moments' time, but before that, let's say hello to the lovely lady. I don't know what she's done to deserve this. With me all last week, and then she's back with me again all this week. I mean, is it luck? I don't know. Let's say hello to the lovely Sheila Halliwell. How are you, Sheila? How was your weekend?
Hello. A busy weekend of prepping for shows and things that we've got coming up this week. But yes, it's always nice to go home at the weekend, isn't it? And eat food from your own fridge, and, you know, go and peggy washing out in your garden and all that kind of life at home. But yeah, I'm very well, thank you, and just had a lovely journey up over the Yorkshire Dales again.
Was it a good one? Was it quick?
It was, yeah, it was quick today, and it was beautiful. Yeah, I was in that, the emergency mini.
The emergency mini, I love it.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's funny. It's fun. It's been a long time since I had a mini, so I learned in a mini, and then I got another mini after that. But of course, that was different to the minis nowadays. You know, that was just one of those tiny, tiny minis that you could just crush in your hands, you know. But yeah, it's fun coming up and down over the Yorkshire Dales in a mini, like woo!
You can pedal it quite quickly then.
Yeah, I'm running. Got a hole in the bottom. I'm running
Fred
like
Flintstone.
Yeah, but glad to be back. Always like being up here.
Yeah, and you've got another launch, of course, and I know I'll show the boards in just a second, say a few of those, but a beautiful set of dies to be working with and cropped up just at the right time, these, haven't they?
Oh, yes, perfect, because there's definitely a nip in the air here now in the UK, in the evening, and obviously in the morning as well. When I left home this morning, it was about 16 degrees.
Yeah.
The sun was out and it was all right. But then as I got over the top of the Dales, it was only 11, which is a bit of a shock after we've been having 26 and 27. So autumn is definitely on the way, and it's the perfect time to get all your autumn bits and pieces out. If you've not got any, then we've got some fabulous dies today, which are going to be amazing for you to create some nice little like wreaths and things like that. So do stay with us, and then you can have a look at some of the beautiful samples that the team have made as well.
Yeah, it's the beautiful, intricate fall dies. We're talking stunning leaves, stunning pumpkins as well, and very different, I think, to dies which potentially you might already have in your collection. A few quick hellos, details up on the screen if you want to go for the collection. We'll go through that in just a second. Radical Rachel on the show for this one. Stephen Ferguson says hi, hello. Marnie Stackhouse joins us. Trudy Bickham is in. Alison Mason says good morning, Ben, Sheila and everyone. And Polly Coe joins us as well. Shirley Nugent joins us. Conrad Cutter says hi. And Paul Prince is in, saying hello everyone from South Carolina. Laurie Barnett and Crafty Angie, and Tracy says good afternoon to Ben, Sheila and the crew. And Lucy Sumpter says good morning, watching from our beach hut, doing some mindful colouring, looking out to sea. Where are you, Lucy? Where's the beach hut? I'm assuming you're in your beach hut because it's a nice day where you are.
Yeah, it must be.
I wouldn't want to be in a beach hut up here today. Johnny wants to know, producer Johnny wants to know whether you've got 4G or if you've got Wi-Fi in your beach hut.
Well,
that would be a showbiz beach hut, that,
well, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're if you're like, do you want internet when you're at the beach,
Well,
or do you want to be away from the internet where it's just peaceful, you colour, you don't, I mean, obviously we've all still got phones, but yeah, do you really want to have Wi-Fi in the beach hut or not?
Well, let us know, Lucy. Shirley says, these are beautiful dies. And Amani says, I love the scrapbook page next to Sheila. We'll look at that in a second. 10% of the collection has already gone. Here we go again. £23.20 is the price you're going to pay here, or £26.40. You get 2 dies within each set, and you'd be forgiven for thinking, actually, that you get more than that, because once again, these are dies that you can do so many different things with. And you'll have seen, if you've been looking at the I'm a Crafter's Companion page over the course of the last few days, our DT posting samples and ideas for you. But in its simplest form, you've just got a beautiful, detailed pumpkin die, intricate. It's got a real sort of hand-drawn feel to this, if you know what I mean. Very different to dies we've done before.
Yeah, definitely. It's got, with all those swirls and the foliage and the flowers as well, it's really kind of simple, but in a nice, like, way, a nice professional way.
Yeah.
So I think it's really unusual. I think we're used to seeing pumpkins in the form where we cut the faces out, put light in, make them comical for Halloween. Whereas obviously pumpkins are just an amazing fruit that come in all colours, shapes and sizes. And I think sometimes we forget that over the autumn period and the harvest and, you know, autumnal months, that they're part of a lot of people's diets, aren't they, pumpkins? You know, is it a fruit or is it a veg?
Yeah,
it is a fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So producer Johnny's learning a lot in the gallery already today. 7 minutes in, he's just learned at the grand old age of, however old he is, 41, I thought he was older, that pumpkin is a fruit. I didn't really. I can't believe that you're in your 40s, Johnny. What you also get with this is a die, an outer die for you to be able to cut the card shape. So you can, you know, pop your little pumpkin onto the edge of a project. You can use that die to be able to cut your pumpkin out as like a topper, if you like, as well. But this is what it looks like when you're kind of pairing the 2 dies together. Of course, you know, you can create apertures with these as well. There are so many different ways to be able to use them. And 20% of the stock has already gone in the UK. 5% of the stock has gone in the US. Look at this beautiful leaf as well. And whilst potentially you're going to be using the pumpkin for, you know, your Halloween, your autumn, your fall, your Thanksgiving, I really believe that this leaf is one that you can use year round, isn't it, Sheila?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, straight away, you can be cutting this in any colour. It can be white, you know, cream, cut from your glitter card for like frosty Christmas cards. You know, cut them for spring cards, so summer with bright greens, lime greens, you know, lovely deep greens again, and then use them for autumn. I think they'd be great for weddings, you know, winter weddings, maybe a winter wedding invitation, put some glitter on in the little bits that come out of the die. So I think there's a lot of things you can do with this. You can make bunting, and our team have done some amazing things with it as well, including, like you'd said, Ben, on the pack shop next to me, you'll see we've got that lovely display of projects there, and that fabulous scrapbook page for all of you who just love to keep your memories on the 12 by 12 page.
Yeah. And once again, you'll get that secondary die there, allowing you to be able to create that shape if you want to, you know, make the card shape, if you like, and to be able to have your leaf on the edge of your project. But once again, you know, create toppers with these, you know, create these as apertures. What I absolutely love as well, just show you, I know Sheila's got loads of finished samples to show you here, but just to show you a couple that I've got here. Again, making a shaker there. Nicole Brother Rick Rack has done that one. So cut the aperture, made a shaker, and then of course use the dies again there to be able to create the actual leaf with all the detail here. And this sample I absolutely love, because whilst, you know what, these are sort of more traditional pumpkins, with a little bit of imagination, you can, of course, turn them into your scary pumpkins as well. So there's so much craftability with these. £23.20 if you want the full collection, or £26.40 if you're platinum. You've got to be quick if you want that. Individuals are available. If you just want the leaf collection on its own, the full leaf, £11.99 or $13.56. for that one. And then we've got the pumpkin season, again, individually, platinum price $11.99 or $13.56, but across the board, you'll have to be super quick. They will be dispatched from the 12th of September, which is this coming Friday, I believe, so not long to wait at all. Thank you to Sarah, who says, good morning. Still waiting for the sun to rise in Illinois, but I did grab this set with some card bags and extra paper as well. Shop the day, you'll be able to see all of the amazing Monday mega deals that we've got as well. But let's have a look at some finished samples with Sheila, because I tell you what, the team have been working very hard. And you know a good collection, Sheila, don't you, when you've got so many inspiring samples from the DT?
Yes, definitely. I mean, every time I see them, I think, you know, it just blows my mind what they do, honestly. And I mean, right, I'm going to just put some of these out and you'll be able to see. So straight away, that same leaf used in different ways, which is absolutely incredible. This one was done by Rebecca.
Nice.
Isn't it lovely? Just so nice, done in like turning it, so you've got it 3 different ways. And the middle, I think, is done with like ink and, you know, water reactive dyes, with a bit of spritzing of water on there. And again, it's absolutely beautiful. But can you imagine if you were having an autumn wedding? Straight away, that cries out to me for you to get your invitation in the middle, and then it will close up like that. And it's just, it's beautiful. You know, even like either way, it's going to look great. You could even put a leaf on the back as well if it was going to be an invitation. So that's just a lovely one. Then we've got something a little bit more simple, done by lovely Nicole. Again, her style and her ways of doing things are so like vast that she, you know, I'd love to get in her brain, and I would actually like to have her come live with me and just, you know.
But if you act nicely, you never know.
Well, yeah, because they're I mean, look at that, just simple, easy to do. If you're a beginner and you've never die cut before and these are your first dies, this is what you can create, nice and simple. And then we go to the other extreme where she's done this one.
Oh, that's incredible.
Done it in, again, completely different. Away from autumn, you can be using that for a birthday card, couldn't you? And when I saw this die, I was thinking straight away, it led me to like all those people that get married and have like a pumpkin-shaped carriage to take them to their reception. So again, you could do this in silver for a wedding card. You could cut, because of this area in the middle here, these are very snippable. So you could be snipping all these bits out and putting a door in there for a carriage. So again, beautiful. Look at this one. This one is just incredible. And again, I feel like, of course, I didn't need to even look on the back, did I, for who had done this. Autumn. Look at that.
That is incredible.
And that goes up on your fireplace, on your windowsill,
mantelpiece.
and it stays there till December, till like Advent, doesn't it? But look how beautiful that is. It's just incredible. And added the little leaves on the top as well, just to give it a little bit of greenery and some lovely pink and lilac at the bottom. It just works so well.
Producer Johnny just said, that's awesome. No, it's not. It's autumn.
Autumn, yeah. And then look at this one. Now, this one is done by
40% of the UK collection is gone. Sorry, carry on. It's going to sell out in the UK.
This is done by Rebecca. I'm mentioning people's names because I think it's important. We don't always get their names mentioned. And again, it's great to see everyone's different style. Just so lovely. Look at those, like almost added some white on there to make them look like they've been in the frost. So frosty leaves. And love you a latte. Brilliant.
Love that.
And then this one, again, this one is done by Nicola. Nicola Armstrong this time.
The colours are amazing on that leaf.
But aren't they lovely?
Yeah.
You know, just to cut it, why don't you cut it in white and then do different inks on it, or just do an inky background? I mean, remember last week, Ben, when we were doing the liquid watercolours?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know, even if you've made some backgrounds and you think, oh, what am I going to do with that? Cut it with get your shaving foam out like we did last week and put all your autumnal colours on. Or what about doing one in like greens for spring, so different, like a green leaf, and then do like a yellow or a brown one for autumn, and orange, do a white one for like Christmas time, and then do one in maybe like a yellowy, or maybe like I would say like maybe a lime green to show the 4 seasons. And then put that in a frame. Or put a calendar tab on the bottom, you know, and then it's just a little calendar. But there's lots of ways of using them, and they're incredible.
Oh,
and then
I love
look at this one. This has gone totally different. by Rebecca, using the ladybirds, which was from...
Flora and Fauna, I think.
Yes, Flora and Fauna, yes. I was looking at that just the other day, actually. But again, adding little bits in, leaving bits out. This is going to look amazing with your glitter water palettes, with your water palettes, your pens, whatever you're going to use, or just simply done in black and white and grey. And then you've got your shaker. We love these with the shakers, don't we?
That's so good.
You know, you've got your little shaker bits in there, and done in lilac. There's no law. There's nothing that says this has got to be green, orange, or yellow. But I think beautiful and very similar to they're done in a very similar style, I feel, to the Joyous Angel.
Yeah.
And you know how many things we've been able to do with Joyous Angel, in, you know, putting shakers in, changing it round, doing it with acetate. Amazing, amazing. But beautiful samples. Oh, I've got one more, sorry, I mustn't leave this
I was going
one
to say
out.
as well, we'll talk about that in a minute, because a lot of people have been noticing this scrapbook page.
It's incredible, isn't it? And look how simple it is. Sorry, I didn't mention this one. It was just left on my desk. This is from our lovely Jan that does the socials. But yeah, we've got you know, you can use it with your gold. If you've got any of our specialist finished card from the Christmas collections with all that lovely gold and the satin card and the like rose gold in there, they're going to be great because you've got green in there as well, and like a little bit of a sparkle. Use those. You've got little bags made. You've got honestly, it just excites me because there's so many ideas, and it's just one die, so you're not going to be getting papers. This is where you delve into your own paper stash and card stash and try cutting them from different things.
Yeah, I mean, loads of lovely comments coming through, and the thing is, you'll see from all of the different samples that Sheila's shown you there, so many different styles and ways to use them, which I think shows you just how creative you can be. I'll say a few more messages, but 40% of the collection has gone in the UK, 20% has now gone in the US. All of our US viewers waking up to grab this. A few people have ordered, include Michelle, who says a few minutes late, I was making sure I got these dies, and I did. Plus the linen cardstock on sale today. Yeah, we've got some brilliant deals across the board on linen cardstock. Nancy Walter says hi from Indiana. I bought this set after seeing all the samples on the I'm a Crafter's Companion page. So versatile. Versatile is the word today. Janet Crawwell says collection ordered. Yay. And Lucy in the Beach Hut. I'm at a very sunny Walton on the Naze in Essex.
Oh.
Sheltered from any breeze with excellent 4G Wi-Fi. I like to watch you wherever I am. Well, we appreciate that, Lucy. Producer Jonas said, stay where you are, on our way.
Back the coach up.
Exactly. We'll fire up the CC purple bus. We'll be there in about 4 days. Michelle says, love the pink pumpkin. Again, shows you, doesn't it, that it doesn't have to be pumpkin, yes, Halloween, autumn, fall, but you can change things up and use it at other times of the year. Alison Mason says, I've ordered the leaf and some linen cardstock. Imani says, beautiful samples. And Rita Jackson says, good morning. Of course, these dies are on their way to Louisiana. Fall is my favourite time of year. Me and you both, Rita. I love fall. Carolyn Wilson says, good morning, ordered this collection. Carolyn, your order just come through, and I've just been told half the collection has gone in the UK, over 20% in the US now as well. If you just want to pick and choose like Alison did there, if you just want the leaf or if you just want the pumpkin, check the shop the day, because you can go individually. £11.99 platinum, $13.56 if you're in the US and you're a platinum member. All the deals are there. And don't forget, if you're shopping in the US, items coming out to you from the 12th, and we are now tariff-free as well. Our 3 brand new warehouses for you in California, Illinois, and in New Jersey. Thank you as well to Louise Ditch, who says, I've just bought the collection. Keep letting me know what you've bought, whether you've gone for the whole collection or whether you're shopping individually. But let's get into it. Let's see some demos. What are you going to do for us first, Sheila?
Okay, so I'm going to do, it's going to be quite simple, really, because I know a lot of people have never used a die like this. So we'll just do, obviously we'll do the shape at the front, then we'll cut the leaf from something. We're going to use some of the beautiful marbled papers that we had on the other day that we launched last week, because these are going to look beautiful, and they've got that gold running through. We've got a few left in 12 by 12, and again, if you bought these already and they're on the way to you, then you are a lucky person and you'll be able to use your dies beautifully with this. What I've done, I've just got it's 5.5 by 5.5, I think. Yes, it is. And it's just craft card, which I've just taken some of our craft card and just made a 5.5 square card. So we're going to pop the outer leaf on there. Now I've had this on my hand for quite a while because it's sometimes likes to take the top off. I think most tapes do, likes to take the top off the craft sometimes. But that doesn't matter because this bit is going to be discarded anyway. So you don't need to worry about that. But I have just popped that on there just in case it decides it'll move. We'll get the plate. So we'll cut that first. So again, craft card is perfect for anything in autumn, isn't it, really? So if you've not got any craft card, grab yourself some. You will not regret it. I remember when craft card first came out into the craft industry, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is, back in the day then, that was what you got your gas and your electric bills in, wasn't it? A brown craft-coloured envelope.
Never wanted to get a brown envelope, did you?
And it was like, oh, and I remember a friend of mine who's also a crafter said, oh, have you seen they've got the craft card? And I was like, craft card? What is that? It's like brown card, you know, like you get envelopes with. And I was like, oh my goodness. But you know what? It's one of the most used and it's one of the best, I think, cardstocks, because like a piece of wood, it goes with anything.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what colour rooms you've got in your house, if you've got a wooden table or wooden chairs, then it's always going to look fantastic, no matter whether you've got bright orange in there, whether you've got green, pink, it will always go. I did want to do that at one point.
Don't just said interior design with Sheila.
I did want to do some interior design, and I actually tried to...
60% gone in the UK. Sorry, Sheila.
Wow. Yeah, I did a course on well, half a course, and it was an online course, which was when like internet first kind of got up and running, and then I got a job, so I didn't get time to finish it. But I did do quite a lot, so I can measure a room and then do like an elevation plan and stuff.
Okay.
But please don't ask me to come round and do it for you, because I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I can't do the studio. No, you can do that, Lee.
We'll be offering that next year here on Crafters TV. Sheila's. Johnny's just gone, don't laugh.
Yeah, how to make a dining table out of 80 sheets of craft card. Yeah.
Got a home improvement dilemma? Don't worry. Sheila's your woman.
No, I'm not, honestly. Honestly. Oh, gosh. Right, so what we've done, we've got a nice piece of gold, gone with the craft, because the craft works beautifully with this. Just look at that. It's just so amazing. It just, there's something about it. I just want to pick it up and love it. So we've got the same gold. Now this is the one that we had for Christmas. So this is the A5.
The special card. Yeah.
Finished
A5,
card.
wasn't it? Was it A5?
Yes. So I'm going to use a piece of this to cut the actual leaf out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place that onto a piece of this, and I'm just going to snip around the leaf, so we actually get a leaf that's got a gold edge and gold detail, but then we'll pop it on there.
And
so
just as we're crafting, Debbie is just saying, I'm just checking that these will fit in the Gemini Junior.
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
Yes, Gemini Junior.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking for it because there's stacks of them all lined up.
If you've
so
got
yes,
you can run them through your Junior plates in your GT.
Yeah. Yes, it will.
Good news.
And then just look at that, an absolutely beautiful cut. Let me just take that off, and then we'll lift the magnetic sheets. There we go. And look at that, beautiful. And then, of course.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. You can be using that as a stencil. I actually wanted to, and I completely forgot. By 10 o'clock last night when I was packing my bags up to come here, I thought, oh, I should just grab some of my stencil, the plastic sheets, stencil sheets, and make a stencil with this, because that would be incredible. Now, just get my brush. I'm just going to brush these out. But look how beautifully they fall out of there, and look how incredible it is. Just cut in that gold. Just that on its own is amazing. And sometimes I think we get a bit carried away going, oh, what else am I going to put with this? What am I going to do with it? And sometimes it can just be done
a little less can be more, can't it, sometimes?
Yeah, with something like this, because this is a feature. So straight away, you're going to be, able to just use this straight away, and it's beautiful. And of course, what you could do, I'm just going to put those little bits out there.
A third of the US stock has gone, by the way, the collection.
It?
And over 60% of the UK stock.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Isn't it amazing that people will see a leaf, something so simple as a leaf?
Yeah.
It's got a lacy design in and go, I want that leaf. You know, I mean, we walk down the street, don't we, through autumn. We're just kicking leaves about because they've all fallen off the tree and died and fallen off.
Yeah.
And we just kick them out of the way and then we get, oh, they've all got wet and mushy. And then you bring a leaf die out like this and straight away, everyone's like, I want that. I want that. It's amazing. Don't forget you can paper piece it as well.
Oh, cool.
But just, if I bring this onto here now, I mean
just that
on craft looks
Sentiment.
incredible, doesn't it?
Done.
Looks incredible. But what I want to do, I'm going to cut it out of this. I might not actually put it on, but what I'll do is cut round it so we can see how it looks. And what you can do with something like this, because we've got the different areas, we've got like darker areas, and if you think about a leaf, it would naturally be darker where I think here.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is pop it on there. I'm just going to grab a little scrap of card to do my dotty runner. And then we can pop that on there. So let's get some little dots on here. And again, you can do it on one of the adhesive sheets if you want, to get the, you know.
So half of the stock of the individuals has gone now. I'm trying to keep up with all of this now. In the UK,
Really?
over 60% of the stock of the collection has gone. And if you're in the US, over a third of the stock has gone there. So this is another case today, again, of get your deal now. If there's someone you know who wanted this, who is perhaps waiting for the launch of the Weekly Wonder, maybe if you can pick theirs up for them, or certainly send them a text or give them a call and say, oi, get on Crafters TV now because they're selling out. I mean, maybe don't go oi. Maybe
No,
be a bit
yeah,
more polite.
oi, selling out, it's nearly gone, hurry up.
By the way, my mum was staying over the weekend with my sister, and you just reminded me because you're using the scissors. My Daisy wanted the bottoms of her jeans trimmed off because they were a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And they were about to get the rubbish scissors out of the kitchen drawer. I was like, no, I don't want to use those. So got me 6-inch snips out and showed just how brilliant those scissors are. Cut through the denim like an absolute dream. Do you know what my mum wants for Christmas now?
Some Crafter's Companion scissors.
The 3 sets of scissors. She wants the 4.5-inch snips, the 6 and the 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I've just.
Discount for me. There you go, Mum.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Absolutely, yeah.
But she couldn't believe how good they were. She was like, what are you on about? Scissors are just scissors. I was like, ha ha ha. You've not seen the Crafter's Companion scissors, Mother.
Yeah, straight through denim.
Yeah.
I've noticed when I'm cutting my ribbon how great they are as well, you know, because ribbon can sometimes be a bit temperamental, especially like organza ribbon. You cut it and it's kind of, it's quite fray anyway, so it can just be, you know, if you don't get it a clean cut, it can just be quite messy.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at these. I've used the little ones, but then I've gone with the bigger ones here, and I always used to be a fan of small scissors for doing things like this or any kind of footy cutting. But I'm really comfortable with this size in my hand now, and these are bigger than what I've used, you know, for cutting before.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I don't think my mum watches as much as my dad does, but my mum does a lot of soft craft. She's, you know, she sews. She's got an overlocker and whatnot. She loves it. So a pair of scissors, or scissors like we've got, I think will be brilliant for her. So that is the first things that she'll be getting from me.
Definitely.
This year for Christmas.
And with things like this as well, when you're cutting something out, because we've put it on with the dotty tape runner, even though it's quite a thick blade, you can still kind of get it underneath there when you're trying to cut it out, because if you do it right at the edge, very often you'll have a little bit of card poking through, which doesn't really matter. When it's something like this and you're layering it up and it's, you know, it's kind of, what's the word? I mean, we've got mixed colours here and we've got mixed, like bits, haven't we? We've got a bit of gold, we've got different card, we've got different paper. So for an autumn leaf, it, you know, it doesn't have to be spot on. You're not going to be looking at the cutting around the edge. You're going to be looking at the detail in the leaf and whatever you've stuck it onto. So I'm just going to go around there now with this. And then we will just snip this other bit off. To me now, this feels like and looks like a really expensive piece of gold.
Yeah, it does.
You know, like you would see on like on an ornament or on a big like urn or a big dresser or something like that. And whether it's because the gold on the actual outer leaf on the die is I've got a little bit there. I need to just trim that off.
It does look very expensive. There's a lot of people just saying that they love the detail. Rosalind says the detail reminds me of a card. Reith says the leaf is stunning, even on its own. And Shirley just says, I love the colours and shapes of the leaves, especially in autumn as well.
Yeah, you know, if you've got this pad as well, if you've not got it, why not?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
If you did get it, I think it just works absolutely beautifully. So you can see now, it's going to picking up that gold as well, and because it's got all these lines, it kind of makes it quite veiny as well. Now we've got two options. Now what we can do is we can put it on flat, or we can actually lift it. If I bend it a little bit, we can actually lift it and put it on pads. I think I want to put it on pads because then it just makes it stand out a bit more. So yeah, well, let's give it some dimension. I'm just going to use one or two of my little pads because they were just to hand, and that way then we can see what it's like when it's lifted up. Yeah, these were my big one. I'm running out of my big ones because they're just easy to grab and use, aren't they? But the little ones are what we used to have before big ones were kind of invented. So everything was done with little pads. It used to take forever, you know, putting them on. But yeah, I mean,
we do the A4 sheets as well now, don't we, that you can cut into?
Yes, yeah, you can even get sheets of it now. You cut it just to the size you want, can't you? So let's just take the little backs off here, and then we can pop that in place.
Let's say morning to Christine Mahoney, who's joined us as well, saying good morning. I've been waiting for these beautiful dies. Wait no longer, get them whilst they're here, Christine. Don't miss out on them. Grab them now whilst we've got them, because they're going very quickly.
Yes. It's really nice to do something just with one die that makes a statement, and it's perfect. Just pop that on there like that. And
beautiful.
I mean, what I was going to do, but do you want to go on to something else, Johnny, or? All right, okay, because I'll just tell you what I was going to do. What you can do, I've just got some of my Crafter's Companion dies here.
Oh, yeah.
What you can do is cut a gold circle, cut another smaller one to go in there, and then you can stamp a little sentiment in there, so you've got like a verse. And then I did bring some ribbon, some gold ribbon, so you could actually, because we've only done the thin pads, I'm thinking that with let me just grab this with the pokey tool because it keeps sliding back under. You could actually...
the collection in the UK, I've just been told, inside 40 minutes is limited stock.
Really? Already?
Less than 10%.
Oh, really? That's amazing. That's ridiculous and amazing.
40% of the stock's gone in the US. Obviously, our US friends are only just getting out of bed, aren't they? So the fact that 40% has gone, ridiculous. UK will sell out potentially by the end of the show.
Amazing. I would love to see what people do with them, you know, and how are they going to use them for like bunting in the house? Because I know we're not hopeless in this country. We are a bit like lazy at decorating up for seasons and things.
Yeah, definitely.
I know more people do it now. Some houses near us have got wreaths on the doors all year round, so they change them to go with the season. But we're a bit lazy, and I would just love to decorate like all the front of the house and everything. But just look at that now with just a piece of organza ribbon on there, and you could just do a little sentiment. It's really simple, but why make it more difficult? And you know, that's just enough. And you could just put Hello Autumn. You might put somebody's age on who's got an autumn birthday. It doesn't have to be for autumn. But yeah, I really like that. I think it's really, really nice die.
What a brilliant first demonstration. And yeah, as we've been saying, if you want to pick up that Topaz paper pad, then we do have a very limited stock of that still available if you shop the website on the UK and the US, if you want to pick that up to recreate Sheila's demo just there. Rita saying, thank God I ordered that paper pad. It is still available. The collections are disappearing though, so if you want the leaf and the pumpkin together, best price $23.20 platinum or $26.40. We are limited stock in the UK and over 40% in the US. Details coming up for you of the individuals as well. Half the stock of the individuals in the UK have gone, so the fall leaf and then your pumpkin season, half the stock of that has gone. We've got more stock in the US if you just want the individuals, but again, that's because of course people are waking up at a later time. As a few of you have mentioned, we do have linen cardstock available for you as well. Individually, you can pick all of these bundles up. The Kingfisher is the first one. We've got... So I'm just laughing because we've got Liam and Johnny in the gallery today, and they're all over it. They were like, which ones he picked up? Liam was there. Poof, details straight up. Didn't have to go Kingfisher. No, we're very professional. Let's see if he gets the next one when I hide them under the counter and pull it out right at the last minute. We'll see in a second. But this is the Kingfisher Luxury Linen Collection, and what I would say to you here is, yeah, if you've bought the collection that we're going to show you the linen cardstock from, this is a good opportunity to stock up on the colours, because of course the colours have been hand-picked to work with all of the papers that you'll have if you have the Kingfisher collection. But actually, you know, if you haven't got these collections, just look at these as beautiful palettes of colours of our stunning linen cardstock 250 GSM that you can use across other collections as well. That gives you 6 different colours, so you've got 4 sheets of each giving you your 24, and the price today, as I've said, is incredible. £10.79 or $6.36. Is that right? $6.36 in the US. Fill your boots. Remember, no tariffs as well, which is incredible. Next up, it's quick. I heard him press the button there. Graceful plumes. So again, you're getting 6 different colours here, 24 sheets, so 4 sheets of each of these beautiful colours, beautiful blues and reds and yellows and oranges in here. And again, I mean, the UK price is great, but the US price there is absolutely ridiculous. We're just double checking that. £10.79 is the platinum price if you are in the UK. Once again, a lovely palette of colours to be working with. And it is right on the website as well. US viewers, fill your blooming boots. This is a $20 set of linen cardstock if you're platinum. You can pick this up for essentially you're getting, if you're platinum, you can get 3 lots for the price you'd normally pay for 1. Just saying. So stock up. Flora and fauna. Talking about the flora and fauna earlier on, we saw that beautiful sample, didn't we? With the ladybug on. So this is that beautiful linen cardstock from that collection. A little bit more muted, I suppose, than the colours you've got within the Kingfisher and your graceful plumes, but a lovely selection of colours once again. 6 different colours this time around, and again 4 sheets of each giving you your 24. Same prices as well, so a real opportunity to stock up on all of this beautiful linen cardstock over on the website. And then the last collection that we've got the linen cardstock from is the Vintage Carnival, which we had on last week. So again, if this is a collection that you've picked up maybe last week with us and you wish you'd bought some more linen cardstock, then here it is, the linen cardstock from that collection. This time you have got 8 different colours in here, 3 sheets of each. £10.79 or $6.36 is the price on that. Loads of lovely comments coming through, and a lot of people love that first demo. If you want the full collection, by the way, of the brand new dyes, I can't believe I'm saying this, we are Last Chance Saloon, we are limited stock, so less than 10% of the stock remaining in the UK of the fall dyes, half the stock of the US, and if you're in the UK, even the individuals were over half the stock gone. If you're going for individuals in the US, you have got a little bit more time. However, I wouldn't be hanging around because you know what happened last week. Rosalind says the details on the dies incredible. Love the colours and shapes of the leaves, says Shirley. And Rita says, I'm definitely making the card that Sheila just made when my order arrives. It is stunning. And thank you to Sandra, who says, good morning, everyone. I've just ordered the collection and both the marble paper pads, which are still in stock. Beautiful card, Sheila. These are the 2 dies that you're going to get. 4 dies in total, really, because you get the detail die, in this case that beautiful pumpkin, and then you get your outer die there as well to be able to cut your card shape. And as we've seen, you know, you can colour these, you can obviously back these, you can paper piece with these, you can cut into your cardstock and then use the waste as like a, you know, an aperture. There's so many different ways to be able to use them. That's the shape you're obviously going to be able to achieve when you're using that outer die. You know, if you just want to cut these out and use these as beautiful toppers, of course you can as well. And I'm really drawn to like that hand drawn sort of feel with these. Very, very different to any sort of pumpkin dies that we've done before, and indeed with the leaf dies as well. Really different, you know. The style of the die, I think, is absolutely incredible. And again, the opportunity to colour, the opportunity if you want to be able to piece individual elements of that back in, you can. Then you get your outer die to be able to create that shape for your actual card base as well. And once again here, just showing you the detail that you've got within that beautiful leaf die. The value for money, of course, is in that bundle. You'll have to be quick if you want it in the UK. If you want to pick and choose, again, you can. And if you've got any questions, anything particular that you want to see, if you want us to flick through more of the samples, again, we can do that for you, or anything particularly that you want to see coming up in the official Weekly Wonder launch at 2 o'clock this afternoon, get in touch wherever you're watching us on Facebook or indeed on YouTube. Any samples you want to see, if you want us to talk around, you know, how things were made, we're very, very happy to do that. You know that. We're interactive. We're here for you guys, so make the most of us. We've got about 20 minutes left on our preview show, so I think Sheila has got another little demo up her sleeve.
Yes, we're going to cut the pumpkin this time.
I thought Johnny said thank you pumpkin to me just then, but no, I was like, that's all right, darling.
Lots of people call people pumpkin though, don't they? They'll go, you know, we call our child pumpkin or like pets.
It's
are
like a
called
little pet
pumpkin
name,
and
though,
stuff.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Pumpkin.
yeah. You can imagine
Yeah.
a little, like, you know, little orangey gold chihuahua called Pumpkin, can't you? So what we're going to do this time, going to use the beautiful ombre glitter pad, and I've cut a piece of, well, I've taken a piece out of the 6x6 pad, and I thought because it's shaded quite dark here, I mean, you could do it two ways, because if you looked at a pumpkin and it was sat on the floor, then it was sat in you know, soil or something like that, it would be darker at the bottom, coming lighter, which is what you do when you're shading things. You could have it so that the darker bit is at this side and the light is being cast from this end. So it's entirely up to you if you use it with the glitter card. Now I'm debating, I'm thinking, do I do it with the, I think because the stalk is pointing, when I cut it out, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be that way, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So I feel like I might do it like that, and we'll have the darker edge at this side here, just to see what that looks like. So I'm not going to do the pumpkin outline on this one. I'm going to just do a whole pumpkin. Now, while you were talking, Ben, I was just looking. I know we can't do this with the leaf, because the leaf, if I bring the leaf back in, the leaf is not symmetrical. And the pumpkin is not symmetrical either, but it's more symmetrical than what the leaf would be. I was wondering, I don't know if it'll work, if you were to cut this out from a piece like that, and then if you turned it over and put the die on that side, if you could join them up, and it would actually give you not a symmetrical shape, but you might be able to create a pumpkin outer like that.
Do it.
Right, I might do it. Can we do it this afternoon?
Yeah.
Because I think as well, what we're going to, I think it's like, do it. Oh, for goodness sake. These men here, honestly, these men at the studio, they think you can just do anything, honestly, they really do. And that's probably because usually we can, but...
Well, yeah, and especially as it's you, Sheila, as well, you know.
Well, we like to try things, don't we? I do. I love trying things. Exactly. And I love trying things that I've not tried before, and I love being a bit of a daredevil and doing it so you can see that it's like you're doing it with me. And I guess some people will get the stuff, you know, like when we do a craft along, although a craft along is normally something that we've you know, done beforehand. So but yeah, it's nice to try different things. And I was thinking, last week when we were doing the Colour Me Happy and we did the string painting,
oh, that was really good.
Another thing I used to do with the children when I worked in nurseries, especially around in autumn, was to do leaf prints. So you get your leaves, you pick them up, you go outside, get them all wrapped up, and we all go and pick leaves up, and then you bring them back in, and then we like paint the leaves, and then do the like paint, and then do an imprint of it. But we all used to do this other thing as well, which was where you take, like, say for instance, the leaf or the pumpkin, and you would bring in your paint. So we've put that down like that. you would bring in your paint on a brush and do that, and then when you take this off, you've got like a white leaf. So I was wondering if we could do something like that with these dies, because it's nice to be able to, you know, bring some other ideas to the forefront of how you could do some techniquey things. So I think it'd be nice to do that this afternoon, because we've got some other bits and bobs on the show that we can use.
We have.
No, I'm not sure because really, with hindsight, and I'm going to try and do it because glitter card has a film on top. It's like thick card with film on top.
A bit harder to cut through, isn't it?
It can be a little bit tricky. So do you know what I think I might do? I might risk it and put it back in and give it a second cut, because we've not got much left in here, and because the dies are quite thick and chunky, you can line it up pretty well. So I think I'm going to do that. I did think when I'd taken it off the mat, I should have put it through twice. So let's see. We can get that through.
Yeah, that should go quite easily, shouldn't it?
It should do. I'm confident it'll fit because it's fitting in that ridge all the way around and everything seems lined up. If not, I'll just grab another piece of card and we'll do it with another piece of card as well. So I'll do that ever so carefully in the hope that it hasn't moved. I could have taped it to the mat, but that doesn't always work. So.
Where's the fun in that, eh?
I know.
Live life on the edge, Sheila.
Absolutely. It's not like I'm doing a tightrope walk or anything, is it? I'm actually just cutting some
That's this afternoon.
Out, so.
That's Weekly Wonder this afternoon.
And before you ask, no, I'm not ever going to do a tightrope walk on a show.
Extreme crafty.
Yeah, we've said that, haven't we? Extreme crafty.
Absolutely.
Right, I think that looks a little better now. So, and some of the pieces came out. Some of them just probably more like the middle section tends to be the ones that stay in. So we'll give it a. That's better now. We'll give it a bit of a rub. I'm not sure if I've... No, I'm all right there. That's a little bit showing through underneath. So I might grab my mat, actually, because there's a mat that comes with this, and that is the better way. I used to always do it on my knee. Or on my thigh when I was like doing it on demonstrations and stuff in stores. I would just rub it on my knee, and then I'd get home, like on my thigh, I'd get home and I'd have all these like little pock marks from of bristles all over my legs from from rubbing the bits out of things. So yeah,
not recommended.
No, not at all. So yeah, you can obviously brush them out, you can port them out. This is one of the good things about die cutting, because the poking out is extremely therapeutic, as I know lots of people. Lots of people love poking all the bits out. I do. I just love it.
Maybe not with so many bits like this, but certainly smaller dies. I just love getting the pokey tool in there and
they're all
weeding the bits out.
Exactly. It is therapeutic, and it's nice when you've been getting this and grabbing that. It's just a minute for you to just sit and go, okay, especially the small bits, the very tiny bits, like the little windows in houses and stuff. Yeah. And even when you've done them, and you hold them up to the light, sometimes you turn it over to glue, put the glue on, or the dots or whatever, and you say, oh, there's a couple of pieces stuck in there.
There's always one left, isn't there? No
there is always one left. Yeah, there's one there, see, and there's one there, little tiny triangle. But yeah, they're all cut beautifully anyway. But again, bear this in mind with things like glitter card, especially it's heavy like this is, because when it's made, you've got the thick card, the board, and then you've got the film that's put on top, which is usually the case with mirror card as well. So they have cut, they just need help coming out, because I think we've got encapsulated glitter as well. I think it just kind of likes to hold them.
Does everyone else love weeding out their dies? You'll have to let us know in the comments. Are you a pokey tool or are you a die brusher?
Well, I think originally, pokey tools were brought out for this reason. I don't recall. I mean, when I first started doing things in the craft industry, dies weren't a big thing. They were just kind of coming out. They were just like being brought into the limelight, and they were big chunky dies. So you wouldn't need a pokey tool, because it would just be, all it would be like it would be a solid die. So it would just cut a solid shape. So it'd be like an apple or a teddy bear with no features or anything like that. So yeah, it would just be something a bit more chunky. So I think then we started doing intricate dies, and it was just like, how are we going to get all the bits poked out? And that was why the pokey tools came out, I think.
Yeah.
To poke all the bits out. That's where they get the name from, isn't it? Because basically, you're just poking.
Melody, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do their tapping on the side of the desk. If you do that, I mean, that's a great way of clearing it out, clearing your die out.
Yeah.
My cats love to sit and watch when I do that, because then they think it's like a load of little bugs, and they want to just chase it, you know, and get the little bits. There we go. We've got about 5 or 6 little bits in there now.
Melody's just joined us saying good morning to Ben and Sheila and everyone. We actually woke up early to watch, and what a cute card. And thank you to Shirley who's been in touch with us. We used to collect leaves with the children and make hedgehog pictures, and the spikes were made from the leaves. Brilliant. They always looked great and the colours were beautiful. Yeah, amazing. Amazing. It's amazing what you can do. But that is beautiful now. Look at all these little bits. We can just move them out to one side. Worthwhile doing.
I absolutely think so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it onto some of the pearlescent cards. So around probably a month or 2 ago, when we released all our collections for Christmas, we got the pearlescent card pack, which had the white pearl cards and the cream with the envelopes as well. So I've actually used one of those, and I had one that I'd cut a part off to do like an acetate front, I think. So, and then I've just delved into some Crafters Companion cardstock paper pack. I think it might have been one from Sarah's collection, and it's just a pink pinstripe. Okay. And it's going to go on there, and that's just going to sit on there. And again, I brought some pink ribbon, which I'm going to tie around the top, and just make it really simple, just so that you can see the detail in the die. But you could be making, I was thinking, could you make a lantern out of these? So just by, maybe if you had some pieces like this and you cut the whole thing out, like we've done here, and then what you could do is you can put a piece of acetate behind, and then pop so imagine you've got acetate behind there, or a colour like that, and then you pop your pumpkin back in. But if you imagine this is acetate, in fact, if I bring in the packaging that goes on the, that this goes onto, if you imagine then, you could be creating lanterns like that. So this would be your size, you know, your shape, whatever, and that can then be held back in there, and straight away you've got lights to put in, and job done. Put them on your front doorstep, and you're good to go for Halloween.
And these will fit in the midi as well. Carol's just asking, will these dies fit through the midi?
Yes, yeah, definitely. I've got Liam confirming in my ear as well, because Liam knows all the machines and everything, all the products inside out, back to front, upside down. So let's just grab my little piece of cardstock here, and then we can put this on with the dotty runner. So again, we'll just do some little, and it goes on here really, really well, especially because I've cut it out of a thicker card. If you cut it out of paper, it'll be a little bit more fragile, so bear that in mind. But again, you could stick your papers onto a piece of cardstock. And then what we're going to do here is I'm just going to put some ribbon around it again, because I love the fact that we can get some ribbon around there and just make it really, really simple. Like that. Press that down. We'll press that down, tie a little pink bow. And then what I did as well, which is really simple, and I don't know why I did that. I'm just going to turn that the other way around. Get rid of that so it doesn't hold it. Tie my bow upside down, because then it'll be the right way around if I do that. I know I did it the right way around on the other, on the pumpkin. No, the leaf, sorry, and the bow was upside down. I managed to kind of, you know, jiggle it around a bit.
Brilliant.
So I'll chop that, and we'll chop that. And then all I did, and I was going to put I was actually going to put 2025 on it. I've cut a tiny little scrap there of the Pearlescent, and I was going to pop that just at the top, and I was going to put autumn on it, or 2025. Obviously, you can do whatever you want to, or you could even put you could just stamp my on it, and it could be my pumpkin. If you call someone pumpkin. But again, just simple. I just wanted to do it really simply so you can see how the detail is on here. And then, of course, you could drop glass paints into the leaves, gems, whatever you want to do. But again, really simple, nothing complicated, just to give you that nice, detailed pumpkin.
Tracy, you could give that to your dog Dusty, couldn't you? Because apparently you sometimes call your dog Pumpkin, which is quite cute. So you're Pumpkin. We have got 4 collections left in the UK. I apologise again. You guys have just gone absolutely crazy for this collection. The UK collection is not going to make it to the Weekly Wonder show at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It has been an hourly wonder in the UK. £23.20 platinum, $26.40. Over 60% of the collection has gone in the USA as well. So that's going to be probably limited stock by the time we come back at 2 o'clock this afternoon. There will be individuals left. UK though, get your skates on whichever way, because I think well over half the stock of the individuals has gone. If you're in the US, you've got a bit more stock there, but I wouldn't be waiting. But 4 collections left in the UK, that will be gone. Coming up, of course, we've got the Weekly Wonder at 2, and then 5 o'clock this afternoon, we have got Monday Makers. Within Monday Makers, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 currently Monday Mega Deals, one of which I thought I would flash up and show you now, because this is going to be flying. It is the best paper pad. One of the very best, probably the best. I can't make my mind up. It's definitely in the top 3 paper pads we've ever done. Stardust Celebrations at an incredible price. £10.79 if you are a platinum member in the UK, $14.36. This is the kind of paper pad you want to get your hands on. I mean, for all year round, but for right now, the season that we're heading into, the autumn season, where we're going to be having, you know, all sorts of different celebrations here in the UK. Bonfire night, you know, Christmas coming up, of course, as well. New Year won't be too far away. Look at this, the most elaborate and stunning paper pad we've done. So very difficult to capture fireworks, to photograph fireworks. We have caught them for you in this beautiful, beautiful paper pad. And what is so lovely is that if you want it kind of like full on, big kind of firework finale, you've got that on your A sides, and then the B sides a little bit more stripped back. But it is just the most gorgeous, beautiful paper pad we've done. Get it at one of the best prices we've ever done it for. £10.79 platinum, $14.36. Monday Mega Deal means it's at that price for 24 hours only, or whilst stocks last. And more Monday Mega Deals coming up tonight from 5. Just before we disappear though, let's have a look at some more finished samples from the intricate fall dies. Beautiful. I love that autumn piece as well. That's incredible.
Yeah,
the mantelpiece pleaser.
Yeah, it makes an absolutely massive difference to just the whole setup of everything we've got here, and it just works beautifully. You could put anything on there. You could put someone's name on it. Might be someone that was born in autumn.
Yeah.
You know, you can do lots of things with that. But yeah, amazing. I'm just going to quickly flick through these quicker than we did before, just so that you can see all the beautiful samples that the team have done using all your papers that you've got. Dig into your papers, dig into your cardstock. You know, do some silhouettes, do some like monochrome, do some bright ones, do some with the leaves and the pumpkins, put them both on, do some for spring. You know, as you can see, the scrapbook page is incredible.
Beautiful. 5
leaves, a bit of splatter, and a lovely picture of a mum and daughter in the picture. They're all wrapped up for autumn. But again, thank you to the team for making these. They're absolutely stunning, and they are beautiful, and they're very warming. You know, they're making me feel all nice and toasty with all the oranges and browns. But yeah, beautiful collection of samples, and hopefully you'll be creating some of these yourself once you get your dyes.
Loads and loads of love coming through. Last call, if you want the collection in the UK, it's going to disappear. We'll be back with the Weekly Wonder at 2, and it could be across the board, just individual opportunities for you to be able to buy. Loads more demos coming up with Sheila as well. Loads of inspiration for you too. So I do hope you can come back and join us for the Weekly Wonder, because of course if you've picked it up, you do want to make sure that you've got loads of ideas and loads of inspiration to take home with you when you get this book. bundle home. So come back at 2. If there are people that you know, as I say, who wanted this collection, who haven't yet picked it up, give them a nudge, send them a message and tell them to get the skates on because it will disappear. That's coming up at 2 o'clock. And then, as I said, tonight, live at 5, Monday Makers, going to be concentrating on the elements from the Coastal collection. We've also got shimmer ink pads and those Monday mega deals as well. You can shop those on the website because the deals are already there. The Stardust celebrations is going to fly. We've got a deal on the large storage folder. We've also got the large guillotine as well, an unbelievable 24-hour deal on that. If you want to grab it, get it today. Massive thank you to Sheila. Thank you to the team. Thank you to you guys as well. Get to the shop today on the website, get those deals, and we'll meet you back here in an hour's time for lots more inspiration. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and from all of us, bye for now.